Good Tuesday morning. I'm meteorologist Ted Schmidt. Here's the day we've been talking about for a little while now, the day of the first what looks to be measurable snowfall. It's headed our way, and we have a winter weather advisory effective at 10 o'clock this morning all the way until 10 this evening for Rochester and for a big part of the area. It's 30 degrees right now, just a few minutes after 8:30 on this Tuesday morning, and we're looking at the possibility of maybe an inch or two of snowfall here in the Med City. It won't be a lot. It's going to be mostly grassy accumulation, maybe surfaces off ground level, rooftops, things like that, the wet, slushy pavement perhaps out of this forward today as temperatures climb into the 30s, but could make things just a little slick in a few spots for the afternoon commute as snow may fall at a fairly moderate clip at times, a fairly moderate pace. Not really heavy, deep layers of snow, but it may fall and make for a kind of a slick situation for a time. So that's the big concern today, hence the winter weather advisory. If this was middle of winter, we were going to get an inch or two of snow, we wouldn't have an advisory, but it's one of those things that the first snowfall of the year, and especially one that's kind of out of season. This is more of a mid-fall event, although it's become a tradition now. This is will be the fourth time in a row, 4th October in a row, we will have measurable snowfall here in Rochester, and it's not so much be the thing, but now more recently, kind of a different trend for us. But 30 degrees right now in Rochester, a light east breeze. On our way to about 37 for high temperatures. That might even be the evening hours as warmer air begins to build into the system. We're going to have snow at first, maybe a little rain mixing in late in the day and for the evening as well. That may impact snowfall amounts, but again, still looking at the very least an inch or two of accumulation here in the Med City as we look ahead at the first measurable snowfall at any rate for the season. Yeah, it's going to be wet snow, to say the least, pliable, good packing snow, as I like to say. The temperatures will be above freezing most of the day. 33 by 10 o'clock, 37 the expected high, and about 4 or 5 o'clock, I think we may even see a little rain mixing in. But again, that late morning, early afternoon time frame, that's when things begin to get a little snowy for a stretch. 30 right now in Rochester, 22 the wind chill, air pressure falling, 30.27 inches of mercury. And again, we do have that winter weather advisory at 10 o'clock, so another hour and a half from right now, depending on when you view this, that'll be different. But 30 degrees in Rochester, it's 32 in Northwood, 34 in Charles City, and 32 in Winona. Here's that snow getting a little bit closer. The heaviest snow still well west of us, but a couple flakes may begin to fall here, certainly by 9:30, 10 o'clock, but the accumulation still after a 10 o'clock time frame as that big band builds in, and then we'll see that warmer air, the green on the south and west part of that, move in for the tail end of the day and for the evening. Winter weather advisory at Rochester and everything north and west of Rochester, everything in purple in that advisory until 10 p.m. 2 to as much as 5 inches of snow, especially north. I mean, I think the heaviest totals will be up toward northern Goodhue County, parts of Rice County, up toward the Twin Cities, and in parts of western Wisconsin too on this map. Southward, a much lighter coating of snow and maybe mostly rain, really, the farther south you go. Here's future track looking at that snow coming in by evening. Green begins to take over, so we're looking at rain mixing in with rough southeast winds up to 20 miles per hour, highs only in the 30s, and this is still going to be 20 degrees below the seasonal average for this time of the year. So definitely an unusually cold day, but more of the same for us. It's been that way, and we actually, if you look at the 7-day, we have several more days abnormally cold like this. Tomorrow to start the day with a little sun, the clouds fill in for the midday hours, and by the tail end of the day, a couple of sprinkles, maybe even an evening flurry builds in. Head into Thursday, and look at all that rain coming in. We may see as much as an inch of rainfall, with some thunder also possible on Thursday. Periods of rain and gusty winds and high temperatures in the mid-50s at Thursday. One quick dose of warm air. That system then moves out, and we go right back to the chilly end of the scale Friday and for the weekend. Totals around the area, Rochester an inch or two. Look northward, even within Olmsted County, I think we may see a couple spots with more than 2 inches of snowfall, especially move up toward maybe Potsdam, Orinoco, and up toward right along the border there with Goodhue and Wabasha counties. That's when you're going to start seeing the heavier amounts just north of that area. And Red Wing 3 to 5 inches, but southward a sharp drop off. I mean, Austin may get an inch at this point, barely an inch. I think south of there, it's all rain with just a trace amount of snowfall, mainly for North Iowa. So 37 today, some snow, and then maybe a little bit of rain mixture by evening. Heaviest amounts north of Rochester, 37 today, 42 in Mesa City, and 34 in Owatonna. Temperatures typically 57 would be the climate average for this time of the year, so we're way colder than that today. 37 with the southeast winds up to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, a lighter breeze turning more to the west, some rain, snow in the evening, then clearing skies late, 32 overnight. And then tomorrow, a little sunshine at first, then some light, spotty rain showers very late in the day. A brisk west breeze around 10 to 15 miles per hour. 41 for your Wednesday. Breezy and somewhat warmer Thursday, although it's going to be kind of a blustery day. Winds at times 25 to 30 miles per hour, but some showers, a couple of thunderstorms. Friday, a couple sprinkles or maybe even a flurry early. Highs only around 39 Friday afternoon and only in the upper 30s for the weekend. Some very light snow. We're going to watch the system on Sunday that may graze the area. So we could see a minor coating. I think at this point, even if we were to get more of the brunt of that system instead of the great glancing blow we look right now, we're looking at, it would be a minor coating, an inch, maybe two, but more than likely right now, maybe not even that. That'll be Sunday morning and early afternoon. Then next week, cold sunshine, 30s for highs, lows in the teens and 20s at least. I think until about next Wednesday or Thursday, I think at this point get closer to Halloween weekend or daylight saving time, whichever way you want to look at it. We may see a slight improvement with temperatures not promising 50s or 60s, but we may see at least 40s, maybe 50s as we move into early November. I think we'll get out of the 30s here for a while, which would be a blessing. Certainly something that would be a little more typical for this time of the year. Right now, in the meantime, be prepared for that snow. It may not be and this is a huge, deep pile of snow, but it make things a little slippery for that evening commute. So be safe on the roads. Try to stay warm today, and see you back here tomorrow for a slightly quieter Wednesday.